What if the asteroid that struck Earth 66 million years ago never hit? What if the dinosaurs never went extinct and survived all the way to the present day? What would our world look like? I'll cut straight to the most mind-blowing reveal. Humans would never have become the undisputed rulers of this planet. The modern civilization we know today would never have had the chance to exist in the first place. Over the course of this video, I'm going to take you on an immersive journey through a world where prehistoric giants walk among humans. We'll start from the very first second the dinosaurs appear, all the way to the completely rewritten ultimate state of our planet 10 years later. This video is packed with twists and turns, and by the end, it will completely shatter everything you thought you knew about human civilization. It's the middle of the night, and you're fast asleep in your bedroom, when a deafening roar blasts through your window, shaking your entire building violently. You think it's a sudden earthquake, only to open your eyes and see a dozen-meter-tall sauropod crush the apartment building next door with a single step. You scramble for your phone beside the bed, just as emergency alerts blare all across the globe. On the highway, a T-Rex crushes a moving semi-truck underfoot, triggering a chain reaction pileup that stretches for dozens of kilometers in an instant. You rush downstairs to make your escape by car, only to find the intersection completely blocked by the massive bodies of Triceratops. Their charge can flip an entire city bus with ease. Inside a 24-hour supermarket, shoppers are cornered by small dromaeosaurs, the narrow aisles turned into their perfect hunting grounds. You hide in a fire safety cabinet in the stairwell, clamping your hand over your mouth to stay silent, as you listen to screams echoing all around you. And I need you to understand, this is just the start of the catastrophe. More than half of the global human population will face a deadly threat in the next 24 hours, and 90% of all cities will be completely paralyzed within the first hour. A full 24 hours have passed since the dinosaurs first appeared. You're huddled in the corner of an underground parking garage, with only 3 other stranded strangers by your side. Your phone lost signal long ago. The city's power grid collapsed completely in the early hours of the morning, and every traffic light has gone dark. Gas lines have been ruptured by the dinosaurs' footsteps, sending towering flames erupting from multiple high-rises, with no fire trucks able to fight their way through streets overrun by prehistoric giants. National governance systems have completely failed, and the military's conventional weapons are utterly ineffective against multi-ton behemoths. Tank rounds can injure them, but they can't stop a rampaging herd from breaking through defensive lines. The city's entire security system has ceased to exist. Streets that were once bustling with life are now hunting grounds for prehistoric giants. Herds of herbivores strip every last bit of greenery from the roadside, while carnivores stalk between buildings in search of prey. You and your fellow survivors can only huddle together in sealed underground spaces, too afraid to make a single sound. Can you believe it? The modern urban security system that humanity built over hundreds of years was turned into a hunting ground for prehistoric monsters in just 24 hours. 1 full week has passed since the dinosaurs arrived. The drinking water and food supplies in your underground shelter are almost completely gone. The global food supply chain shattered long ago. The food in supermarkets was either looted by panicking crowds, or has spoiled and rotted away without cold chain storage. There's no logistics, no factory production, and no new supplies are ever coming. The city's power grid is completely down. Every electronic device has turned into useless scrap metal, and you'll never receive another update from the outside world again. The city's freshwater system has been contaminated by corpses and dinosaur waste, making rivers and lakes unsafe to draw water from directly. The modern healthcare, financial, and logistics systems we once prided ourselves on have all been wiped out. Giant herbivorous dinosaurs have turned city parks and streets into their habitats, their massive bodies easily collapsing low-rise buildings. Small carnivorous dinosaurs have crept into stairwells and sewers, becoming apex predators in enclosed spaces. Even stepping outside to find water puts your life at mortal risk. The modern civilization support system that we depend on for survival was completely erased in just 7 days. 1 full month has passed since the dinosaurs arrived, and you've left your old life of comfort far behind. Together with other survivors, you've built a temporary defensive outpost inside an abandoned underground military bunker. You've welded steel plates and rebar to seal off every entrance, leaving only narrow observation slits and firing ports. 90% of the planet's land surface has been completely taken over by intact dinosaur populations. Plains, forests, grasslands, all are now their territory, and humans can no longer set foot there freely. In the oceans, prehistoric marine reptiles have seized control of every shipping lane, and no cargo ship can cross the ocean to transport supplies ever again. In the skies, pterosaurs circle beneath the clouds, able to dive down and snatch up a lone human with ease. From being the undisputed rulers of the Earth, humans have been forced to retreat to scattered, enclosed safe zones, our living space reduced to less than 1/10 of what it once was. Your daily life now consists of nothing but reinforcing defenses, searching for food and water, and staying constantly on guard for dinosaur attacks. Can you believe it? The living space on Earth that humanity claimed over millions of years was shrunk to less than 1/10 of its original size in just 30 days. 1 full year has passed since the dinosaurs arrived, and you're no longer the ordinary person who could only hide in a cabinet, shaking with fear. Together with your fellow survivors, you've formed a settlement run under military-style management, with a clear division of labor. Some are on round-the-clock guard duty, some head out on supply runs, some work to reinforce the defensive fortifications, and others care for the injured and the children. You've learned the behaviors and weaknesses of different dinosaur species. You know that most herbivores won't attack unprovoked, and can be safely avoided as long as you stay out of their path. You know that the eyesight of carnivorous dinosaurs is extremely sensitive to movement, and staying perfectly still drastically reduces your chance of being spotted. Using the remnants of modern technology, you've built a permanent defensive system inside the underground bunker. Solar panels provide power, filtration systems purify your water, and you can even craft simple traps and weapons to fend off lone small dinosaurs. You've established brand new social rules. All supplies are distributed equally, and anyone who acts on their own is immediately exiled. And exile means certain death. The humans who have survived have left the modern civilized life we once knew behind forever. 10 full years have passed since the dinosaurs arrived, and the Earth has been completely transformed into a brand new world. You've become a core member of your settlement, and have witnessed the complete transformation of human civilization. Humans and dinosaur populations have finally formed a stable, brand new ecological balance. We no longer try to wipe out these prehistoric giants. Instead, we've learned to coexist and live alongside them, in their shadow. You've learned to use the migration patterns of herbivorous dinosaurs to map out safe foraging routes, and avoid the areas where herds roam. You've learned to use specific sounds and signals to drive off small predators that approach the settlement, and even to use the dinosaurs' own behaviors to protect your territory from other wild animals. Human civilization has been completely reimagined and upgraded. We no longer chase skyscrapers and transoceanic shipping lanes. Instead, we focus on building safe, hidden, self-sufficient underground settlement systems and developing brand new technologies adapted to this world of giants. Human social structures, behavioral patterns, and even our entire understanding of the world have been completely upended. The return of these prehistoric giants has ultimately and irrevocably rewritten the ultimate fate of planet Earth and human civilization. If you've made it this far, you should now understand that humanity's strength never came from our size or brute force. It comes from our intelligence, our ability to work together, and our capacity to adapt and evolve, even in the face of utter disaster. Even up against prehistoric giants that ruled this planet for hundreds of millions of years, even stripped of every crutch of modern civilization, humanity can still find a way to survive in the abyss and rebuild our own order from the ruins. If you thought this thought experiment was as mind-blowing as we did, please hit that big like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell next to it so you never miss a single one of our mind-bending what-if scenarios. We're dying to know, if dinosaurs really had survived to the present day, what's the first thing you would do? Drop your answer in the comments section below. We read every single one of them. In our next video, we're diving into an even more mind-blowing what if. What if every insect on Earth gained the same level of intelligence as humans overnight? What would our world look like then? If you want to find out, make sure you're subscribed and have that bell turned on. We'll see you in the next one.